Shout out to SeatGeek. We know they are the top rated sports booking app. I mean, when we talk about them, dude, they got over, 70,000 different sporting events, different festivals, different events that you can purchase tickets to ultimately get in there and vibe out with them people, man. They are pretty awesome. Man, let me also pull up the promo code because we do like that whenever we're talking about anybody that rocks with the show. It's simple. You download the app, use the promo code MOATS. You get $20 off of your purchase, man. It doesn't matter where the seats are. It doesn't matter how much they cost. You're getting $20 off of it. I think it's a dope deal. I mean, shoot, I'm pulling up Steelers at Bengals at Steelers this weekend, man. Plenty of seats available. Nice areas too, man. So you don't want to miss out on that, man.
I might be making an appearance.
You catch what I'm saying?
I might be making an appearance.
Deke said he might be in the building.
I'm going through SeatGeek.
Deke said he might be in the building. SeatGeek giving you all, and they even rank the seats. You see what I'm saying? Like they tell you good versus great for the value and everything, man. So, like I said, you don't want to miss out on that. So, shout out to the homies at SeatGeek. Do you re-sign Russ? Do you re-sign Justin Fields? Or do you sign Sam Darnold? So, let's talk about it. And you know it got even louder yesterday after Darnold went out there and cooked the way that he cooked. They was like, oh, what are we waiting on? That's the guy. Yeah.
I'd like them to bring back Russ. You know,
I'm a Russ dude, bro.
I think Russ can get expensive.
I do as well. But you know what you're getting with Russ, and I think that's why it costs that.
I think Russ is a good person, good Steeler, good player in the community. Leader.
He leads.
Dangerous. At any point. Like, even if you do all this talking with Pittsburgh, they do got a quarterback. It can get weird at any point.
Russ can't get hot, and we know Russ ain't blinking. Like, yeah.
Like, Russ can, just like, you know.
And it's different, too, because with all these other quarterbacks not named Mahomes, it's still very much speculation. There is zero speculation with Russ. You've already seen him do it. Yeah, you already know. Yeah, you know what this is.
And a lot of tape on Russ where it's like it still works. Yeah. I think Russ is dangerous. I think he's not old. Russ is honestly only like, what,
35, 30, I think 34, 35.
He's not old. Yeah. Like, I think it's a lot of wear on Russ. I think if Russ feels comfortable here, he grows. I think you try to get Russ back. I don't know, Justin Fields one's going to be interesting. Yeah. You know, I think they'll try to honestly.
With Russ, though, hold on, because you said you wanted to bring Russ back. Are you spending the 40 or what's the cost on it, though?
That's my whole thing.
Okay, because I'm like, we've been paying the mill. We've been paying the mill, but he's been still getting his 40. We not, you know what I mean? Like, that changes a lot of the equation.
A lot of different people got to go if you do that. So it's like, do I get rid of that? Do I Russ it? If Justin Fields is gonna be a lot cheaper. Yeah. Like Justin Fields is gonna be what, like $10 million a year.
Yeah, 10, 15 in the area.
Sam Darnold deal. Yeah, 1 year, $10 million. Like, prove it.
But then you're back in that boat, though, no?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think the beauty of it, almost going back to what I was just saying, is you still got 2 games. Like, if the season ended right now, Fields for 10 versus Russ for 40 with how Russ has been playing these last few weeks.
I think Fields for 10 just sounds good, too.
I personally, I'm not going to lie to y'all both. I would still be paying Russ the 40 if that was my. Because I know with Russ, I know what I'm getting.
Hey.
Yeah, I
Fields
think
got that ceiling though, and
I think the ceiling is real.
I honestly think Fields, like those first 6 games, is playing better than what Russ has been over these last 3 or 4.
But I think Dice goes back to the King.
Yeah.
And I like Fields. I like Fields.
I do too.
Russ.
He's nice, bro.
I love Russ. I think Russ is a guy. I think there's a lot of and I always keep joking about that Kirk Cousins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think it's a lot of Phillies. I think the offense is built on, it's a different offense. Yeah. You know, it's gonna be a different offensive. If Kirk was to come in here, it's gonna be a different offense if Sam Darnold was to come in.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You see what I mean? Like, it's just. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm a Russ guy. Like, I think you know what you get with Russ in a sense. Like you said, I think Russ. He's just such a good person in the community. It's just so much more you get.
You're getting the full package with him. Yeah. My whole thing, I just love proving. At this level, the biggest thing that scares me is potential. When we start talking, he can be great, man. This dude has this talent. I'm like, how many years? It's like, bro, I get skittish on it. I get to the point where you have to do the Sam Darnold, do it for a whole season for me even to realistically consider you on that level. And to be, I'm like, with Russ, I've already saw you do what you did this season, and this was when they said that you was washed because what you did last season, which you still did good last season. So I'm still waiting on this bad season to pop up, even in these 3 games. It's like, show me the bad season though. Show me the like, yo, he's falling off. Like, I still haven't seen that. And if I know what I'm getting with that, now I'm only talking about let me fine tune versus this has great upside. I'm getting a steal of a deal for 10 mil. And if it works, I've hit the lottery. I'm great. But the flip side is the reason why it's not many people that won the lottery. It's the reason why there hasn't been many quarterbacks on rookie deals or on vet quarterback friendly, team friendly deals that have won it, because you're going to get what you pay. And that's been my whole argument with, free agency at certain times, or even how we view draft picks. It's like, we will put more like stock in, this kid coming out of college and say, he could turn it around versus paying 15 mil for the dude that we already know can do it at this level.
But the only thing better than old is new.
To certain people, yes. But the only thing better is new is proven.
Right.
Because if this is proven, I don't have the guesswork. I don't have to worry about can you develop, because let's go down the list of how many quarters we've had since then, right? You want to just keep adding to that list, right?
If you'd have asked in the beginning of the year, Caleb or Russ, everybody would have said that crazy sound.
They would say Caleb. Yeah. They would say Caleb.
New, exciting.
Yeah.
Even though
you can build it around a franchise.
He might be better with the Steelers too.
Even though Russ is person,
you see what Fields did.
Yeah.
Like, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Like, I like proving too. I'm with you.
And trust me, the Caleb argument is real. But at the same time, could we not say, I ain't gonna go there, because I would say Justin Fields, he wasn't talked all the way like Caleb. But Justin Fields was also at one point viewed as like that. Mitch Trubisky was also at one point viewed like that. When you're talking about guys getting taken as early as those guys getting drafted, they all at some point were going to be, I'll take this guy over any of these guys. Until you get into the league and you're like, ooh, all right, wait a minute. Oh, so Trevor Lawrence isn't just perfect this whole time? Tua talk about he just isn't perfect this CJ Strike, he's not perfect the whole time? Like, Kenny Pickett, like, he's not going to be perfect this whole time? You actually mean to tell me these draft picks could play bad? Like, so that's why I'm like, if I see it proven when I've seen it already come in, develop, and have the success that it's had, yeah, I'm going to side with that, man.
My thing, though, is we want to win a Super Bowl. And if we feel like after this season that we're just capped with Russ, the ceilings, we can't hit that with Russ, that's the beauty of it. Again, we got 2 more games. Let's see how it plays out. But if we feel that way, I think you do take the Vikings approach, or you take like the Rams approach. They had Goff with the Rams, and they said it's just not good enough.
The feel is what you're saying now, and I think that depends. Like, when you're speaking on the feel, because the feel of, do you think you can legitimately win the championship with this roster, with this team, with this guy? You would have brought up Ben Roethlisberger in his last season, right? And you would have said, if 7 is here, I feel like we have a legitimate chance to win a Super Bowl. And then it would have been a lot of people in Pittsburgh and even nationally that felt opposite of that. But you still would have been like, I feel like we can win it because of this guy. So I just think when we're talking about, do you really feel that Russ can win it? It's like, I feel like we start going down a little bit of a different path here.
Oh, it depends on how it looks.
Yeah.
If Russ is playing good and it's clearly the defense or other factors that are letting us down, then I think that's a different story. But, I mean, Fields play, I think it's more of a pro Fields take and his upside and his ceiling.
I think it is,
just the fact that he played good for us in those 6 games, like legitimately played good. And I'd have been intrigued. I really would have. See how the rest of the season would have played out with him if we would have opened the offense up more and everything.
Okay. I think it's business in there you're not seeing, though. You know what I mean? Like what Fields is doing in practice every day and different things like that.
Yeah.
I think that's telling them a story that you.
I think so too. Yeah. Because we don't get that all the way.
You're probably getting the whole. Yeah. All right, what will we do?
How do you look in this scenario? Yeah.
Run this offense, like do everything. And they're still getting Russ together. But it's like they're watching how he handle his business in there. Is it improving? Because I think the knock on him was even more. It's like he gonna be flashy in them forces.
Can he read the defenses consistently? Can he constantly have the same fundamentals as footwork, his release? Like but it was a sample size though.
Still that sample
but you see what I'm saying? Like it was and that was what we talked about with like the Kennys, the Cousins, all the other guys. Like, or even with Wentz, it's like, can you do that?
All year,
right. Though. And I think that's the part that we still got to see with Fields. And Sam Darnold recently is the only guy that we've kind of seen hop out and do that. Yeah, and before him, we would have said Tannehill when he first went to Tennessee.
Not yet Baker with.
Baker and Tampa. Yeah,
something like that.
Baker's like,
but I think Baker was proven I don't feel like
too.
Baker was viewed as like bad. He was just you in Cleveland and you playing in the AFC North.
Dalton got in there and lit it up.
Yeah,
like a week or two, and then he went right back to like. Yeah. Back to, I guess, on the bench per se. Like, let's go back to this. Let's get back to.
Yeah, I'm just saying right now, 2 more games. Let's see what the offense looks like. Let's see what Russ looks like.
These 2 games, you see what I mean? That's the only thing I'm saying. Like to me, and I now feel what you're saying. Like, say he do go light it up these next 2 games, like
who Russ?
Mm-hmm. If Fields isn't in there doing per se what he's supposed to be doing in a sense, and practicing and showing them certain things. Then I think, because you're saying like this next one is like, all right, this one I'm marrying, this is my Ben per se.
Mm-hmm. Not necessarily. Like Fields would just be like 1 year, $10 million. Like prove you could be the guy for a full season.
So you're saying that you're not marrying any of these dudes right now. I'm looking at the Russ situation. I'm like, bro, I want Russ to be my guy for the next 3, and I figure everything else out after that. That's kind of what I'm saying.
I just don't want to be in this purgatory anymore. Like
right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm like, whoever you're bringing back, you're saying like Fields is your guy for the next like 3, or if it's Sam Darnold, that's your guy for the next 3.
I think,
but that's what I'm saying. I think that's what the convo like kind of is like at least evolving to, because with all these dudes on 1 years. What is the likelihood, realistically, if we're saying Justin Fields is capable, right? You feel strong about Justin Fields. Me and TG feel strong about Justin Fields.
I'm just willing to take the chance. No, like if I feel like we're capped and we're not going to hit the Super Bowl ceiling with Russ, and it's just like I don't want to be in this purgatory anymore. 10-7, 11-6. But
that's what I'm saying. Like
I don't know.
So is 10 games purgatory? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like 10 games is purgatory.
We just got smoked by 3 legitimate contenders,
and that's real. But I'm saying, like, what are 10 games like? What is that to you?
I just know Fields was playing good, and like it's not like Russ over these last 3 or 4 games is playing any better than. If anything, I think he's playing worse.
I could be completely off. Has Fields led a 10-win team before?
No, but that's what you got to take a chance. Sometimes you got to take a chance. I thought I saw enough from Fields. Yeah. And his floor, where it's like, well, we could at least win 10 games with Fields. Then we could do it. But then we got that ceiling. But then we got that ceiling with Fields with the talent and everything.
I think that's a big chance. That's a decision.
That is.
We were 4-2 with Fields.
I mean, that's the Coach Tomlin. That's why Coach Tomlin said what he said. Exactly. He said, "Hey, man, I get paid to make these decisions because that's the decision right there. If you make that and you wrong, we've seen organizations how they fire everybody. Right. And that's what it comes down to.
The extra year or 2 from Ben, they're still trying because it be chain effects you don't see. It be that draft pick that you don't see that you got the guy that you. Yeah,
sure. It's not, and this isn't all. I don't even think Russ is playing like that bad.
No, there's
a lot of other factors. Just that
I think it's so much
you need a guy, man. Like that's just what it comes down to in this league.
Then it's like if you do bring back Russ and you pay him all that, what do you lose?
Because if he gets 30, if he gets 40 mil.
Some stuff gotta go.
Is that a Kim? Is that a Highsmith? Is that a Landon Roberts? Is that a Dante Jackson? Right? Is that a Najee?